Today, we're talking about something I think is incredibly important: how to take back control of our digital lives. We're going to dive into this concept of intellectual autonomy in what's being called the anti-algorithm mindset.
All right, let me ask you something. You ever find yourself just scrolling and it starts to feel like your feed is, well, stuck on repeat? You're seeing the same kind of topics, the same opinions, maybe even the same creators, just over and over again. It's that weird digital déjà vu.
Well, I'm here to tell you, you're definitely not imagining it. There's a name for this whole experience, and it's called being in a filter bubble. And it is a very real thing that's quietly shaping what you see, and, maybe more importantly, what you don't see. To really wrap our heads around this, we kind of have to understand the basic architecture of our online world. So let's pull back the curtain and take a look inside what's known as the digital echo chamber. Okay, so here's the deal. Every single platform you use, from social media to streaming services, runs on an algorithm. Its main job is to keep you engaged, to keep you watching and scrolling by showing you more of what it thinks you already like. But here's the catch. This has a huge unintentional side effect. It starts building these invisible walls around your curiosity, and that limits your exposure to new, different, or even challenging ideas. But here's the good news. We don't have to just be passive passengers on this ride. There is a really powerful way to push back, and it all starts with adopting what's called the anti-algorithm mindset. So, what is it exactly? Well, at its core, it's a conscious choice. It's a mindset where you actively decide you're going to dismantle those invisible walls the algorithm built around you. Now, the goal isn't to get angry and quit technology, not at all. It's about learning to use it on your own terms, to get to a place of intellectual freedom or autonomy. Think about it this way. It's like your information diet. I mean, you wouldn't let a machine pick every single meal you eat for the rest of your life, would you? Of course not. You'd want variety, nutrition, maybe something new and exciting. This is about becoming the head chef of what you consume online. So here's the difference in a nutshell. The default mode is passive. The platform guides your curiosity, you consume what's recommended, and you pretty much stay inside your bubble. The shift is to become active. You are the one intentionally seeking out new perspectives. You are the one deciding what to engage with. It's literally the difference between being a passenger and grabbing the steering wheel. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually put it into practice? Let's get into the practical how-to steps for breaking your bubble. It really boils down to 3 powerful actions. First, just acknowledge the algorithm. Simply remind yourself, hey, my feed is curated. This is not the whole picture. Second, seek out diverse sources. Intentionally go looking for creators and viewpoints that are different from what you're used to. And third, engage beyond the recommendations. Instead of just scrolling, use the search bar. Follow your own curiosity down a rabbit hole. In short, be the hunter, not the one waiting to be fed. And when you start making these small changes, something really incredible begins to happen. You move beyond just managing your feed, and you enter a much more exciting space, reclaiming your curiosity. So why even bother? What's the real payoff? Well, for one, you start to foster genuine intellectual curiosity, the kind that comes from you, not from a notification. You also begin to dismantle that personal filter bubble brick by brick. You reclaim control over your own learning path. And honestly, the best part, you open a door to discovering whole new worlds and ideas you never would have found otherwise. And that leaves us with one final essential question. It's not just about what you're missing inside the bubble, it's about the infinite possibilities that exist just outside of it. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What will you discover outside your algorithm?